Ladies and gents, welcome back. I'm somewhat reluctantly reporting on this story today. I think that it's getting a lot more media attention that it deserves, but let's just get into this and show maybe some of the distractions that it's been taking away from. Anyway, this photo surfaced on the internet just recently. This is Justin Trudeau, which I glossed past this because I got so used to pictures of him going to pride events and posing with young gay men that I didn't realize that this was actually his son. Very unfortunate clothing choices, I guess, but what have you. This is a picture of Justin Trudeau and Xavier Trudeau that he posted online for everyone to see. His son is 15 years old, I believe. And this is an interesting thing because he just recently asked for privacy when it comes to his personal life, but I guess we'll get into that going forward. Now, this made a lot of headlines, and of course, the usual types jumping in there and making their their opinions known immediately. Here's Piers Morgan, of all people, saying, "I'm so glad I'm not Canadian." And well, I guess a lot of Canadians are feeling that at this point right now, especially when they see stuff like this. It's quite embarrassing, but you know, didn't stop the Toronto Star from writing an article about it, talking about English broadcaster Piers Morgan is feeling the wrath of Canadians after he mocked Prime Minister Justin Trudeau for dressing in pink to watch the Barbie movie with his son. I don't know how many Canadians are coming out with wrath on this one, but nonetheless, this is the thing. Of course, Piers Morgan replying to this article saying, "Wrath? I suspect most Canadians are with me on this one." Now, for those who don't know, the Barbie movie is this movie that just came out recently. And it's not really a movie glorifying Barbie or the franchise of Barbie in a traditional way. It's more woke culture snuck in the door under the auspices of Barbie. I don't even believe it's a children's movie. I don't think kids should be seeing this movie. It's got some severe undertones to it, but it is a movie that's out there. Even the Lotus Eaters did a great video on this, talking about how it's actually an accidentally based movie, and how at the end of the day, Barbie doesn't want to live in a patriarchal fake society. She actually wants to live in the real world. I'll leave a link in the description to that video, or you can go check that out for yourself. But these are the opinions you can go check out. Here's the Toronto Star with their article again that you can go look at behind their paywall if that's what you're into. Again, links as always in the description down below. But it's amazing. Even people with some of the worst hot takes out there coming out, and I don't know if it was inadvertently saying the quiet part out loud. Why this is actually hypocrisy on the side of Trudeau for asking for privacy and then posting this picture.
The only thing I found kind of odd about it was less than a week ago where the Prime Minister's asking for privacy. Specifically with the kids, right? Like, separation's not an easy thing. I completely understand that. I just found it odd that you would put your 15-year-old, young adult, but 15-year-old very front and center like that and open to a ton of trolls. That's the only part of this I found odd. The House of Commons rose for the summer a while ago, okay? He can go see a movie. I don't quite understand. Look, is he smiling a little too aggressively for me? Yes. But there's nothing wrong with this. He's going to see a movie. And by the way, I got news for you. There's no politician working in Ottawa right now. No one is trying to help the economy right now. No one is trying to help the housing crisis right now. Find me a politician who is. Half of them were in Caribana over the weekend. No one's doing any actual work. So if he wants to go see a movie...
They were working very hard to pass that budget and destroy the economy, in my opinion, nonetheless. But if they had not passed that budget, it would have done a lot for the economy. So they should have taken a break a little bit sooner. Nonetheless, this is what came out only just last week about the breakup, the bust up of Justin Trudeau and Sophie Grégoire Trudeau. as they're breaking up, and with some interesting timing. We'll get into that. Brian Lilly saying here, everyone is entitled to privacy in their personal lives, even Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, but that doesn't mean he'll get it. Rumors have dodged him for years, and they will only get worse now. Well, he asked for privacy, and then he sure just relinquished that when it came to his son in that thing. But this is the really, really interesting thing, though, is the timing of this divorce. The idea that they're getting divorced at this time now, why? And then turning around and saying, well, we're not separating. We're separating, but we're not separating. Yes, you can go on holiday with your ex. You might even enjoy it, says the National Post in this article here. Holiday season is here, and like many of us, Justin Trudeau and wife Sophie Grégoire are looking forward to their annual family break. In fact, the couple are divorcing after 18 years of marriage, but won't be altering their plans. Their family will be together on vacation beginning next week. Came this statement from the PM's office. Now, this raises a lot of questions. So what was the point of the divorce then? Hey, what is it? What is the point? You guys apparently, and people are pointing this out tremendously online, how it didn't seem like they were together much at all over the past 3 or more years. It looked like they had been split up, but then they're making this announcement and then staying together and doing things together. What is the deal here? Well, it's been pointed out. Western Standard here article shows that due to the separation agreement with the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Sophie Grégoire Trudeau is exempt from Conflict of Interest Act disclosures. Hey, maybe that's what this is all about. Last year, Sophie registered a new federal corporation to offer communication services. Sophie and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau have signed a legal separation agreement, the Prime Minister's office said Wednesday in a statement. They have worked to ensure all legal and ethical steps, you mean with the Ethics Commission, with regards to their decision to separate have been taken. Under the Act, disclosure is mandatory for a person who is cohabitating with the public office holder in conjugal relationship. However, no disclosure is required for a person for whom a public office holder is separated if all support obligations and family property have been dealt with by a divorce decree or separation agreement. A separation agreement or a court order is required, said Melanie Rushworth, spokesperson for the Office of the Ethics Commissioner. So here we are now in a situation where we're seeing maybe a little bit of the truth behind all of this stuff. According to Blacklock's reporter, the PMO did not provide the date when the separation agreement between Justin and Sophie was signed. However, on April 6, 2022, Sophie Trudeau registered a federal corporation at Ost Legal, a Toronto law office. Under Your Light Communications Incorporated, I don't know what kind of light we're under, maybe a giant gas light, provides communication services, and Sophie is the sole director, who does not have to report to the Ethics Commission, apparently, at this point. Previously, Sophie had been a paid speaker with the Speaker Spotlight of Toronto, which is the talent agency of the Trudeau family. So now it's no longer going to go through the Trudeau family, so we don't have a right to look at it as taxpayers in this situation. In 2020, the talent agency confirmed the commission's ethics committee that it had destroyed accounts documenting talent fees paid to Sophie before 2013. It should be noted that Sophie and Justin Trudeau got married in 2005. Before We Charity received a federal grant for $43.5 million in 2020, according to records. It was discovered that We Charity provided Sophie with talent fees gifts, and expense-paid trips in London and New York amounting to $25,000. The grant was withdrawn after it was discovered that We Charity paid $471,000 in fees and gifts to the Trudeau family, which included the Prime Minister's mother and brother. And this was all brought up in the Commons Finance Committee. And, well, some serious ethics violations were brought about or made aware to the public in this case. But hey, what are we being distracted from? Well, this is probably one of the things, but hey, there's other things such as allegations of Chinese interference into our electoral system here in Canada, as we may be looking forward to another election. Jagmeet Singh has put it out there that he doesn't want to push for an election because we can't trust our elections. Hey, why? Because of the Chinese interference. But let's not really look into those. Let's look into what movies Justin Trudeau is seeing. And this is probably why he's putting these pictures out there for everyone to see. Anyway, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.